Hello guys, I'm here again. And if you remember last time, we were in near to pyramid. This is the last save game I did, and play Nico and talk to the Tipoco and the guards on the left side. And we have this elevator, this engine, and this generator. And I have
It was a small, screw-fit cylindrical housing.
cylinder housing, uh, generator, full line. I have dagger, and can I use the full line and use full from this generator? So this is full. I can do something with this. No. And what about this? And use this. Do you think, Nico, it's enough? Engine button. So I need something with this rope, I think. The rope use on the elevator. No, you can't. The rope used on this engine. It's the only way I think it will work. Maybe press the button.
The motor spluttered into life. The engine was working okay, but it wasn't connected to the equipment lift.
Yes, I know. But I try to connect it with this rope. It makes sense? No, no. She won't do this. What do you know, Titipoko?
There was nothing out.
Nothing, okay. Uh, American
The
country.
scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid.
And now
There was nothing I wanted to ask him.
I can get the rope and use on the gantry. No, but
The scaffold gantry went all the way up the pyramid.
maybe talk to the Tipoco or use the rope to Tipoco.
There was nothing I...
Okay, nothing. Nothing. Use Tipoco.
Titipoko, I have an important job for you. Take this rope to the top of this scaffolding and throw it over the top.
Rope.
Don't fall, little man. But it will be funny. Okay. I have this rope. I can connect it to this engine. Finally.
There was nothing.
Nothing. Rope. Engine. Finally. No. You can do this. But she did it. Okay, now I must. Yes, this
Kitty
is.
When I tell you, I want you to copy what I am doing.
Copy.
So go in this platform and
Okay? Copy.
copy. Hey, do you see this
Georges.
this
I
rectangle?
realized those bastards were going to sacrifice Georges to Tezcatlipoca over my dead body. Thankfully, Georges was the only one to notice me.
Where are they? The eclipse is about to happen.
Patience. Your mother will be here soon and Karzak will be close behind. Just keep the Yankee covered and leave the worrying to others.
Yeah, Raoul.
The maniacs were going to sacrifice Georges!
Shut up, Stobart. Just shut up!
Calm down. He's no threat.
Hey, Raoul, why don't you do us both a favor and shoot Pablo?
You're very funny, Stobart. I haven't forgotten Marseille. When Karzak cuts your heart out, I'll be the one laughing.
I'll bet I'm not the only one due for the chop around here either. Hey, Raoul?
I'm warning you.
Raoul was a bundle of raw nerves. I hoped Georges wouldn't push him too far.
Okay, let's save it for sure. And what is the game telling us? They're going to sacrifice George. How do I save him? Well, I have boxes, ammunition belt, incense pot, Pablo, General Graciento, but very nervous. Do you see the gun in his hands? Sacrificial slap. Okay, let's begin with the things nearest of
The
Nico.
crates and drums were sealed, and I had no way of getting into them.
Ammunition belt, and there is a fire. Maybe I can use this
I
like
couldn't
this.
get the belt into the flames without Pablo seeing me.
Okay, save again and try to talk to Pablo. And we will see what happens.
I couldn't get near.
Maybe use this chocolate.
If Pablo had seen me, he'd have killed me. It was as simple as that. If Pablo had seen...
Okay, but can I kill Pablo?
If Pablo had...
No, I can't kill him. About this.
If Pablo had... The crates and drums were sealed, and I had no way of getting into them. No, I'd have to think...
I have key,
I don't think so.
but it's not the right key. Oh my god, what can I do? Is there...
I might have been able to talk the general around if Pablo hadn't been there.
I must care about Pablo. But
If Pablo had seen me... I wasn't going to risk being caught walking back down the stairs.
okay. Okay. Uh-huh. I can go down by elevator. I can go down. And I have the ammunition, but how can I create a diversion? There is the fire, the torch. Maybe I can use it. And go up again. No, 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 no. Torch with ammunition. No. Okay. Titi Poco has the lighter. I forgot it.
Titipoco, do you still have that lighter gun you pulled on me so amusingly?
What's going on over there? Do you need help, my pretty?
Nothing's wrong. I dropped, a cigarette butt. Everything is under control. I'll have the fire out in a minute or two. No way was I going to touch the fire. Self-immolation isn't my style.
Okay, I have fire, and what about this? Hey, there is the
What's that?
gun belt again.
What's happening?
Trouble.
Give it up. The pyramid's surrounded.
I'll find out what the trouble is. Watch Stubber doesn't pull any tricks. If he does, shoot him in the head, not through the heart.
Why does it matter? He'll be dead either way.
His heart belongs to Tezcatlipoca.
That's not true. We just had dinner a couple of times.
I like George humor. Hey! I got rid of Pablo. What's the next part of the plan? The next part is save the game. Here on the first position. And now I have this.
The crates and drums were sealed and
This. So let's talk to General Graciento. Hello, General. Howdy.
drop the gun or I shoot.
Please, don't hurt me.
Don't worry yourself. My finger isn't loaded.
Nico, what are you doing here?
Firstly, I'm going to set Georges free, and then screw up Karzak's scheme.
No, I can't let you do that. Karzak has promised me power.
Raoul, wake up. The only thing Karzak has on offer is death. You may want to ask Oublier, except you can't. Karzak murdered him.
You're lying. Ubier's in Europe.
Sure, he's in Europe. In London, on a mortuary slab with 2 bullet holes in him.
But Karzak promised. When he frees Tezcatlipoca, we'll all be granted great power.
Listen to her, Raoul. Karzak's insane.
I don't know. I need to think.
You've let your mother do your thinking for you up to now. You need to think for yourself. Your mother and Karzak think alike. There's only one expendable member of the plan left, and that's you.
Mother would never betray me.
Oh, I'm tired of trying to reason with you, Raoul. Titipoco. Watch this man, and if he makes a move, shoot him with your gun.
Okay. Now I can talk to George. Maybe release
Hold still, Georges. I don't want to
His
sacrifice you by
bonds.
accident.
yes, of course, use the ancient dagger.
You have no idea how glad I am to see you.
They were going to cut your heart out. I think I can guess. We can save the happy reunions for later. We've got to move. Come on!
We're safe.
This is a dead end.
We're toast. I know, Titipoco. I'm not too happy here either.
He knows this is Tezcatlipoca's pyramid. The house of the enemy.
Well, we can't stay here like rats in a trap.
And we can't go out the way we came in. It would be suicide. I'll have a look round. Maybe there's another way out. In the meantime... Take this. It's the Coyote Stone. It might bring you luck, I hope.
You managed to recover the stones from the village? Then we might have a chance after all. Incidentally, what would Titipoco have done if Graciento had moved?
Titipoco? Nothing. He's given up violence.
So, I am Nico. Still Nico. I am inside the pyramid, but how do I progress? So, I don't know it too, but we have 14 minutes. Let's try it.
Georges?
Yeah?
There was nothing I wanted to talk to Georges about just then.
Okay,
This was a time for action, not talk.
okay. I have 2 levers and 1 pattern. No pattern. What about this? No. And he is pointing this way.
The patterns seem to have only religious significance.
Okay, there is another one.
The pattern meant nothing to...
Okay, let's pull the lever.
Oof! The lever was very difficult to move and appeared to do nothing anyway.
And the second one. And both of them.
Still no good.
Well, George, you must help me.
Georges?
Yeah?
Georges, I can only pull one lever at a time, and I think we need to pull both together.
Okay, I'm up for that.
I think. Okay.
Raoul, there's something suspicious This sacrifice! Where is it?
Nico was here with Titipoco. They set him free. I couldn't stop them.
You idiot! I should have strangled you at birth. Titipoco's gone soft. He wouldn't have hurt you.
I know that.
The darkness of this sun is almost upon us, and we have no sacrifice to appease Tezcatlipoca. Have you
They
any
will
idea what your
sacrifice
incompetence will cost us?
him.
I think so. And I'm glad.
What?
The Mayans weren't fools. Tezcatlipoca should stay exactly where they put him.
Finally got some backbone from somewhere, huh? Shame it's so late in the day.
I'd rather die than see you and Karzak with that devil's power.
Fine, we're still a sacrifice short. See, the eclipse begins. Pablo, kill him! This Tezcatlipoca can feed upon his yellow heart.
Nico was right all along, but it's still not too late.
Come on then, Pablo. Let's see who sacrifices who.
What place is this? I was in some sort of strange room, tiles and dials. The priests who designed this place must have known how to use them. I was going to have to figure it out for myself if I ever wanted to get out of here.
Okay. I've fallen in the chamber with a set of large wheels. How do I proceed? And the new pages. What the hell? I am on the first page. It was wonderful surprise to hear from George. I have really missed him, but things move on, I guess. We agreed to go for coffee, but first I want to talk to Professor Ubier from the University Mesoamerican Department about the Mayan stone. If only I can discover its link to the drug smugglers, then I will have the most amazing story. A once-in-a-lifetime scoop. I am sure Ubier will prove to be a reliable fellow, but I have left the stone with Andre just in case. Boy, I was right to be cautious. George and I were attacked in Obier's house by Central Americans. I was knocked out with a dragged dart fired from a blowpipe, and when I came around, I found myself tied to a chair in a warehouse. Karzak, the drug smuggler, I'd been investigating, interrogated me. His sidekick, Pablo, is the man who abducted me from Obier's house. Karzak wanted to know what I had done with the stone, but I refused to tell anything. They decided to leave me overnight, sure that I would talk in the morning. I heard a noise and thought they had returned to kill me, so I was very relieved when I turned out to be George. He'd come all the way to Marseilles to save me. However, we still weren't out of danger, and it took a dangling in the dog's water to escape Pablo's murderous grasp. We discovered that the next part of the trail leads to Central America, a place called Quaramonte. Quaramonte isn't exactly on the beaten track, but if you look beyond the ramshackle huts, it's a beautiful place. However, there's no telling what dark secrets it holds. Having looked around Quaramonte city, we seem to be on the right track. We saw Professor Ubier with the man in charge, General Graciento. Certainly not a coincidence. The general himself is pretty secretive, and when we talked with our friend Conchita in this mining office, she suspected that Ubier is working hand in glove with the general. George agreed to look at the map in the general's office, so I had to do the distracting. All I told him was that I wanted an interview, and he insisted on taking me to this apartment. I've handled bigger creeps than him in the past. I only hope it's worth it. Graciento was wimpy as I expected. His mother, Quaramonte's president, turned up and started talking about marrying him. Luckily, George's jailbreak gave me the distraction I needed to get out of there. We escaped upriver on boat, heading towards the mine, but in the night we were attacked by a helicopter, and the boat sank. I remember swimming away from the debris, and then nothing. I came around days later with an awful taste in my mouth. George had made a dreadful root juice concoction, which he had made me drink. I am, of course, very grateful to him. George and I had two more stones to find, so we split up. The stone I was looking for, the Jigger stone, was once captured by an English sea captain known as El Draco. While George headed off to the sun-drenched Caribbean, I went to London. It was a long shot, but I thought I'd start my search for the Jaguar stone at the British Museum. The British Museum proved to be a good hunch. The attendant I spoke to told me that El Draco was the Spanish nickname for Sir Francis Drake. So it was Drake, the eminent English sea captain, navigator, privateer, pirate, and God forgive him, politician who seized the Jaguar stone. And the stone itself was in the one was in one of the display cases. Then I noticed Professor Aubier. While I'd been talking to the attendant, the professor had come in and stolen the Jaguar stone. When I tried to follow him, the attendant stopped me. He thought that I was the thief. I couldn't let the trail go cold, so I removed one of the other artifacts to make my escape through a hidden door. The hidden door led down to an abandoned station that was once part of the London Underground. For a while I thought I could be trapped down here for God, but I was soon able to work out how to stop a train and climbed on board. I didn't have a ticket, but I knew I could just play the dumb tourist. That was one thing I learned from George. I knew Ubier was heading for the docks. I didn't know why, but it was my only chance to catch up with him and go and then get back to the Jaguar stone. I trailed Ubier to a small ship in a dock on the Thames. Pablo and other guy were guarding the deck. I managed to trap one of them and locate Ubier. He and Karzak were arguing. It transpires that Karzak had been using Ubier all along. He'd even killed his wife, and then Karzak closely shot Ubias right before my eyes. When Karzak left the cabin, I crept inside to check on the professor, but he was dead. He still had a Jaguar stone grip in his hand, and although I gave me the creeps to take it from him, I wasn't going to let it fall into Karzak's deadly clutches. I should have got out quicker. Karzak returned and started to strangle me. I saved myself by stabbing him in the leg and escaped with the Jaguar stone. Back in Coramonte, George had left the message in Conchita. He'd already gone to the village, so I hurried to catch up with him. When I got there, I came across a scene of total carnage. I found George's sunglasses, so I knew he'd been here recently, but what had happened to him? Titipoco was hiding in the wreckage, and in spite of the language barriers, he worked together to rescue the squared stone from the hot ashes. The shaman must have dropped the stone, hoping that someone would find it. I just hoped that George still had an eagle stone. Titipoco's gesture seemed to suggest that he knew where George had been taken. So we left the burning village and headed through the jungle. I just hope we are not going to be too late. Titipoco and I arrived at the pyramid to find George being led up the stairs. We clearly didn't have much time. When I finally managed to reach the top of the pyramid, I discovered the plan to sacrifice George at the height of the coming eclipse. My only hope was to get rid of Pablo and deal with that sniveling coward Graciento. A few moments later, with the help of handy ammo belt and fire, Pablo had been distracted and I was freeing George. But with our descent blocked, our only option was to head into the pyramid itself, with Titipoco following closely behind. We soon found ourselves at a dead end, but it didn't take us long to find a way through. Unfortunately, George and I have been separated yet again. Woo! So it was a lot of text, and I think it's enough for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. My mouth is very tired. I'm so sorry. And I think next time we will finish all the games. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this video, and see you later. Bye bye.